If we recall from the lecture on Book 1, chapters 4 through 6, Augustine could not determine if those who killed in self-defense were A, motivated by inordinate desire, and B, therefore blameworthy for evil. He had to determine what the eternal law is first, and at the close of chapter 6, it had been established so far that the eternal law confers legitimacy on temporal law if there is congruence, and that the eternal law perfectly orders everything. Augustine initiates chapter 7 with a consideration of what it means to be perfectly internally ordered. He quizzes Evodius and leads him to the conclusion, via an example of domestication, that humans have reason in their souls which allows them to tame animal souls that often inhabit physically superior bodies. The reverse is not true. Further, it is because of reason that we can know things. For instance, since we have reason, we know we are alive and animals do not know they are alive. Reason, as the superior virtue that sets us apart from all other things, ought to reign our soul, and everything ought to be ordered in accordance with it. All inordinate desire is to be reined in by reason. Since reason orders the soul perfectly, it is in accord with the eternal law and is legitimate. Evodius and Augustine agree that a person who is foolish is one where reason is not in full control of the soul, and that a wise person is one who has properly disciplined themselves in accordance with reason. We are still waiting for Augustine to weigh in on the cases of those who kill in the name of self-defense. Again, it is too early to critique his argument. Since reason has been introduced into conversation, and how it restrains inordinate desire, we might be able to make an educated guess. Maybe he thinks there is something rational about self-defense, and is therefore ordering of inordinate desire. If he thinks this is the case, then inordinate desire is not the motive behind the killing, and such acts are not evil. We shall have to wait and see. Is there anything we want to critique here? We could perhaps challenge Augustine on the idea that we only know things through reason. I'm not going to make a big deal about it yet, but it seems to me possible to know things without the aid of reason. We may learn how to play drums or even know God without reason. Just throwing that out there. Further, we might want to ask ourselves how humans that don't develop reason, for example, Oksana the dog girl, affect Augustine's account, if at all.